is up, everyone? Welcome to the live stream. Excuse me. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. How's everyone doing today? Happy Monday. Been a couple days since I went live, I think. Sorry, just getting situated here. All right, let's see. Hey, SMF. So I noticed that, and I think it might be because you're watching on my second channel. I'm currently streaming in multiple locations here on my main channel, like always, and it's also on my second channel. So you might be in the other chat, and then maybe you switched over to my main channel. I don't know. But I can see your original comments. Here you said hi. And here you said, in Scream 1996, when Sydney's dad, Neil Prescott, falls out of the closet, you can see a hand push Neil out of the closet, and it looks like to have blood on it. So some people are thinking if that is Stu. So someone recently told me that you can see a hand, but I think most people think that it's just like a crew member of the movie. I don't know. I've never noticed it. I have to look out for it the next time I watch it. Hey, Alex, thanks for joining. How's your day going? Hello, hello. Hey, Eunice, I'm good. I hope you are as well. I don't think I've seen you here for the last couple streams, so welcome back. Hey, Zork, thanks for being here. Thanks for moderating. Percy's at work, but joining anyway. Nice. Maybe I can make the time go by a little quicker. Hey, Wrestling God. I'm on the stew train. Nice. Well, you guys know I am definitely on the stew train. Stu lives, absolutely. Climinator. Chris has a theory about Stu Macher. Let's hear it. I love your theories. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I worked pretty hard on them. So I'm glad you guys enjoy them. Hello, hello. I figure we can just talk some horror, some theories. So if anyone has any theories or anything they want to drop in the chat, you can, and I will get to them. Hey, Raggedy Man. Welcome to the live stream. Hey, Ethan. Let's talk about Halloween City. So it's in Party City, but every year for Halloween, they do something called Halloween City. And I went last year and they had a lot of great stuff. I just went today. I just got back from going. And they really didn't have much. I don't know if it's because it's still August, but when I went last year, I'm pretty sure it was the end of August. So I don't know what's going on. I went to a couple different stores today and they all kind of sucked. There was really not that much. I was pretty disappointed with my Halloween shopping today. Chris's stew theory is when he gets crushed by the TV, you can see the TV just staying on his face, but he's still moving. That could be a theory that means he's alive. I agree with you, Chris. This is something that I have pointed out before on my channel. The very last shot of Stu, he's still breathing. So, you know, he definitely could still be alive. We have a super chat from Zord. Thanks, Zord. Who said Alien Romulus was amazing. Federico Alvarez killed it. I felt like I was watching the first one. Nice. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I've heard nothing but good things about it. And because of that, I actually just watched the first one for the first time. I've never seen any of the Alien movies, so I just watched the first one the other night because I've heard that this new one is amazing. So I'm glad you liked it. I'm definitely going to have to watch the rest of the movies so that I can see this new one. Thank you so much for your super chat, Zord. I see you said that you're just hanging out for a little bit because you have to go to work, but thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Hey, Denisha, thanks for being here and for moderating. Hopefully we don't have that issue that we had last time. I don't know how many of you guys here know that I've been having this impersonator pop up in my streams, which has been very frustrating, but I think I figured out who it was, and I have a feeling it's not going to happen anymore. So we'll see. This says the sound is a little bad. Yeah, my microphone has been giving me issues. Is it really bad, like you can't understand what I'm saying? Or is it just kind of like echoey? That's weird. Maybe if I just don't use my microphone and just use my laptop microphone, is this better? Sometimes like this microphone here gives me issues, so maybe my laptop microphone will be better. Let's see where I was. Eunice says, what's our next movie for the live watch party? I'm not sure. I said during my last stream that I'm going to have to do a poll to ask you guys, which I forgot to do actually. So after the stream, I will do a poll in my community page. But let me know in the chat. Send some options, whatever movies you guys want to do for watch parties. There's a lot that we can watch anything now that we're done with stream. I've said before I want to do House of Wax, Jeepers Creepers. You guys want to do Scary Movie. You could do like a Child's Play movie, Friday the 13th. Um, once we get into October, we're going to do the Halloween franchise. AJ, thanks for popping in. What's the scariest movie you've ever seen? Yours is Exorcist or Paranormal Activity? I don't know if, well, I've said before, when I was younger, the movie The Grudge really messed me up and traumatized me. I was like 8, I think, when it came out. And to this day, I have not watched it since. So that's probably the scariest movie I've ever seen. I don't know, like if I were to watch it now, I don't know if I would actually think it's that scary, but it just really, really traumatized me as a kid. Alex says, which actress would be your first choice to portray the character of Leslie Macher? So I don't really have anyone in mind, you know, with like my own original ideas, but I know a lot of people months ago were saying Elizabeth Moss, I think her name is, the one who she's in the Handmaid's Tale and The Invisible Man. I think she'd be pretty good. And then I know there were like rumors that Judy Greer was going to play her, or maybe people just wanted her to play her. I think she would be good too. And her and Matthew Lillard were actually in a movie together before. Ice Scream and Cobra Kai. I know, Eunice. The franchise is like, there's so many. I don't know if we would actually get through all of them for watch parties because there's so many of them, and then there's also so many other movies that I want to watch with you guys. So I might have to just like pick and choose which Halloween movies we watch. Obviously, the original we have to do. I like the third one, so if you guys want to watch the third one, then we'll do it. But I personally can skip the second one. I was saying this during my last stream. I don't really care for Halloween 2. I love Halloween 4 and 5, so we'll have to watch those. I don't care for 6 either, so I think I would skip that one for the watch party. I like Resurrection and H2O, so I think we would do those. And then of course, like we have to do the new trilogy. So yeah, I definitely think I would skip 2 and I'm curious about your comments on the latest Halloween timeline. Um, um, I, I, I don't know. I'm kind of torn on it. I kind of always liked when Lori and Michael were brother and sister. I know there's a lot of people out there who don't like that. I think John Carpenter himself doesn't like that they made them siblings, but I've always liked that. Um, it was cool to see in H2O when she's like, my brother is coming back to me. So I didn't really like that they chose to erase that in the new trilogy. Ray. Thanks for watching me on Twitch. Yeah, if you guys don't know, I did start a Twitch account just recently, and I'm streaming there right now at the same time while I am here on YouTube. The link to my Twitch should be in the description of this live stream. So if you don't mind following me over there, if you have a Twitch account, that would help me out a lot. And like I said earlier, I do have a second YouTube channel. Don't know how many of you know that. The link is in the description. Please go subscribe to my second YouTube channel. I am trying to get my subscribers up over there, get my watch time up. So actually, if you guys don't mind possibly like watching the replay of this live stream on my second channel later, just to help me get my watch hours up. I do also have some fun content over there. I haven't been posting that much, but some of my older videos on my second channel, I do think you guys would enjoy because they are screen videos that I'm sure you guys would like to see here on my main channel. So definitely go check those out. Thanks, Ray. Hold on one second, you guys. I have to turn my AC on because it is hot in this room. I think I'm gonna give my microphone another try. So let me know in a second how it sounds. All right, plug my microphone back in. Whoops. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. I don't know. I need to get a new microphone. This one's really been giving me issues for a while now, but I love it because it's pink and it lights up. So Percy says, Scream crossover with My Bloody Valentine. Thoughts? I mean, that would be interesting. I only just watched My Bloody Valentine for the first time about a month ago. I enjoyed it. The thing with that movie, though, I mean, I watched the remake. I did not watch the original. But with the remake, I totally knew what the twist was and who the killer was. It was like painfully obvious. So that sucks because if I didn't see it coming, it would have been a great twist. But I figured it out very early on, which is frustrating. Hey, Spookful, you said, have you ever watched Haunt? I have not. All right, cool. My microphone seems to be working. Thanks, Zork. Have you seen Trap? I have not. I really want to. Please, no one spoil it in the chat because I am looking forward to this one. I'm a fan of Josh Hartnett, and I don't know. I've heard mostly bad reviews for this one, a few good reviews, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, but yeah, I have not seen it. So have any of you guys gone into Halloween mode yet? Because I'm trying to, but it's still really hot where I live, which pisses me off because it's hard for me to get into Halloween mode. I mean, I just had to turn on my AC. But I want to decorate. I haven't decorated my house yet. I think I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow, regardless of the temperature outside, because I feel like Halloween season comes and goes so quickly. Like, it's just not long enough. So, have any of you guys decorated yet? Climinator says Trap is really good. I saw it on day 1, and his performance is amazing. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Did you see my comment? I did not. Let me see. I just figured out the theory of who Sam's mom is. It's Sabrina Carpenter, because their last name is Carpenter. And Melissa, they were both singers and actors, so it makes sense. I don't know who Sabrina Carpenter is. Is that an actress? I feel like I gotta wait till at least mid-September in order to start decorating. I totally get it. And I used to do that, like every year in the past. I would do mid-September, except for every year that goes by, I start decorating earlier and earlier. Last year, I decorated the last week of August, which is pretty much here. It's pretty much almost the last week of August, but I feel like this summer is hotter than last year. So I don't know. It's been hard for me to get in the Halloween mode. Oh, Sabrina Carpenter, the singer. Yeah, I know who that is, but she's definitely way too young to be the mom. So I don't think it's gonna be her. Halloween mode starts November 1st. Do you mean October 1st? November 1st, Halloween's over. Hey, Cody. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining. And yes, if anyone here has not given the stream a like, please do so. It helps out the channel, helps pump this out to more people. And if there happens to be anyone here who has not subscribed yet, please do so. Please, I'm trying to hit 10K subscribers here on my main channel by the new year, by 2025. So that's 4 more months I have to hit 10K. So please, if anyone here is not subbed to me, please do so. We have the Willmeister here. Hey, thanks for the super chat. You said, which My Bloody Valentine had the obvious twist to you? The original, I knew who it was, but wouldn't say it was obvious. The remake wasn't so obvious, and the twist made no sense. So it was the remake that I figured out from 2009. That's the only one I've ever seen. For me, it was very obvious. And I guess I get what you're saying. The twist didn't really make sense. Yeah, I guess it was just like his trauma that made him snap. I don't really want to spoil it that much and say exactly who it was, but with the 2009 remake, the person who it was early on in the movie picked up a pill bottle, I realized that they're on medication, and I realized what was going to happen. I figured it out from that moment. That scene was pretty early on. So yeah, the 2009 one was super obvious to me, and I knew exactly what was going to happen. Thank you so much for your super chat, Willmeister. You're always so generous. I appreciate you being here. Climinator says, went into a comic book store and bought myself a Ghostface Funko Pop. Took me months to find one. He's staying in the box for now. Nice. I actually did today. Like, I kind of looked for them. Didn't see a Ghostface one. I went to Five Below to hopefully get some Halloween stuff. They had nothing. They had no horror stuff. Last year, these Chucky and Tiffany behind me, I got those at Five Below, which I thought was a great find. And I'm pretty sure, again, I went in the last week of August last year. So I was expecting a lot of Halloween stuff, but today they had nothing. They did have Funko Pops, but no Ghostface. I also went to a GameStop today, and they had some Funko Pops, but nothing like horror related, unfortunately. Oh, I see what you're saying, Ray. Yeah, once Halloween's over, I'm like so depressed, and I'm just waiting for next year. I'm with you. Although I do love Christmas also, so I don't get super depressed until January, when we're about to enter like, you know, a long period of no holidays. I honestly hate the summertime. I don't like the heat. So I'm from like January to August, I'm miserable. And then like August is when I start getting excited for Halloween. Although July 5th technically is kind of when I start getting ready for Halloween, because July 4th is like the last holiday before Halloween. So yeah, I'm with you. I start getting ready very early. We have another super chat from the Willmeister. Thank you so much. I like the idea of a Ghostface striking on Valentine's Day, but I think Valentine 2001 would make more sense than My Bloody Valentine. I think they'd fit together easier. I've never seen Valentine from 2001. I feel like a few of you here have been telling me that I should watch that. But yeah, that would be interesting. Ghostface, like a Valentine's Day themed Scream. You know, I was so excited for Scream 6 to take place during Halloween, because obviously it's never been done before in the Scream franchise. And then, you know, there's been rumors that Scream 7 is going to be Christmas. Don't know how true that is. I hope it is, because, you know, we got 5 movies of just normal everyday life. So it would be fun if they do, you know, after doing Halloween, if they do Christmas and then to do Valentine's Day. That would be interesting to see. Thank you so much for your second super chat, the Willmeister. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hey, Chocolate Ice. I'm with you. I am so ready for Halloween and Christmas. It's a good run, like from, you know, September to end of December. It's a good run of holidays, because September is, you know, Halloween until actual Halloween. And then we got Thanksgiving, which I love. I love Christmas. So those are a good 4-month run. Texting Master says, have you seen Stranger Things on Netflix? I have. I love Stranger Things. I recently did a rewatch. I rewatched the whole show, and I am very much looking forward to season 5. I feel like they said that they're halfway done filming. Have you heard about the original draft for Scream 4? It explains more about Jill's relationship with her mother and the real reason why Jill had her murdered. I did just hear about this recently. Someone let me know. And I think that's interesting. It would have been interesting if they kept that in. Just because I feel like the character Kate Roberts, Jill's mom, one of my least favorite characters of the franchise. Like, she's a very dull character. um, there's really not much to her, so it would have been interesting if they included more about her and her relationship with Jill. What could really cause Jill to do this and have her own mother killed, kill her own cousin? Like, that's crazy. Like, how were you raised? How do you just become a psychopath like that? We have another super chat from the Willmeister. Thank you. You said first you get a Twitch, which I just subscribed to. Thank you. Then you mentioned you went to GameStop. Are you a not so secret gamer? I'm not really a gamer. I have these old game systems. I have the original Wii from 2007, and I have my PS2 from like the year 2000. So I'm not actually a gamer. I'm just a sucker for nostalgia. So I play all my old games, and I didn't get a Twitch to like game on there. I know that's mainly what it's used for, but I do know people live stream like other things on Twitch. It's not just specifically for gaming. So I don't know. I'm just trying to branch out and reach as many audiences as I can, especially because I used to be big on TikTok, but TikTok is really going downhill. Like, I hardly post to TikTok. I'm monetized on TikTok, but they really don't treat their creators well, and I hardly make anything on TikTok anymore, money wise, which is very frustrating because it's like I put in the work, but they really don't treat their creators well. So I figured I will give Twitch a shot. But no, like I said, I'm not a gamer. Like, I don't play modern games. I play nostalgic games. I have thought about live streaming, doing that, but I have to figure out how to do it. I need some kind of a device or like a converter to get it from the system onto my phone. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. You probably do. So you probably know what I'm talking about, but I got to look into it. But thank you so much for your third super chat, the Willmeister. I appreciate you. Let's see. Hey, Paul. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining. I hope you guys are all having a great Monday. I hope it's been a good start to your week. And thanks for hanging out with me. I do think I'm going to go live every day this week. So you know, hopefully you guys can pop in. Turn on all notifications if you haven't done so yet. Because I don't really plan these streams ahead of time. I kind of just pop on here the second I get a free moment in my day. So yeah, I do think I'm going to stream every day this week. What do you think about the Nightmare on Elm Street series? I am a fan. In fact, I am wearing my Freddy shirt right now. I'm a fan. I love it. I just recently watched New Nightmare a couple weeks ago. Raggedy Man says, Happy Crow Week, everybody. Does that come out this week? I've never seen the original. Ethan said, Who attacked Gail in 6? Can't be Stu, he's on the phone. And the other Ghostface who I can think is Mickey. Who else could have done it? Can't be Quinn. I think it was Stu. I know you're a huge Mickey is alive believer. I personally am not. But yeah, I think it was definitely Stu. I have a video on this on my channel where I provide proof that Stu attacked Gail. There's several clues in the scene. I outline all of the clues in the video. I posted it several months ago. I think it's called Proof Stu Macher Attacked Gail in Scream 6. So if anyone here has not seen it, please go check it out. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. You can find it in my Stu Macher playlist or my Scream Theories playlist. We have a $20 super chat from the Willmeister. You are on fire this stream. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. You said, ironically, the way you feel about Jill's mother is the same way I feel about Mary McDonnell as the First Lady in Independence Day. I actually liked her in Scream 4, but there we could have learned more. But there we could have learned more about Maureen through her. That's a good point. We definitely could have learned more about Maureen. Yeah, I wish I wish Kate had some actual scenes with some actual dialogue. Like, it would have been cool to see Kate and Sydney have a scene together talking about Maureen. That's a good point. I actually never really thought about that. It's easy to forget that she is Maureen's sister. There's so much more they could have done with that. I have not seen Independence Day, or at least I haven't seen it in a really long time. So I didn't even realize she was in that movie. But yeah, that is a great point. It's a shame. It's a shame there's not even like a deleted scene with Kate talking about Maureen. Thank you so much for all of your super chats, the Woolmeister. I truly, truly appreciate it. Let's see where I was in the chat. Muhammad's back. Welcome to the live stream. We have another super chat from the Willmeister. Thank you so much. The white liquid on Ghostface's knife is bugging me. I don't know what it could be. Could you shed some light on that? I don't know what you are referring to. From like what scene? I don't know what scene or what you're talking about. But if you drop a comment in the chat, I will look out for it. And then maybe I can clear some things up. Thank you for all of your super chats. Let's see. The chat always scrolls away from me. Since you were talking about horror movies, what is your worst fear when you were a kid? Because my number one fear is spiders. So what is your worst actual fear? Probably being buried alive. The thought of that, oh my God, the thought of it makes me feel like claustrophobic. So yeah, that's probably my worst fear. Why do so many people associate Jason with a chainsaw? He has never used a chainsaw. I don't know. Maybe they just are getting him mixed up with Leatherface. I don't know. I agree, Chocolate Ice. I hope Scream 7 is during Christmas time. It would be a lot of fun. There's a lot that they could do with that. Imagine the opening scene, like someone, people are opening presents and Ghostface sends someone some kind of a present, like, I don't know, maybe like a chopped off hand in the gift box. Hey, Anthony, you said, did you hear that Willem Dafoe is going to be in Beetlejuice? I did not. I wonder what character he is going to play. Have you heard the rumors of them making a Scream game? Yeah, I think I heard something about that a while ago, though. I don't know if there is any update on it. I did also hear that we're getting a Halloween game, which is fun. Okay, I see you mean the Ghostface next to me. It's just meant to be blood, and it's just a neon poster, so everything is in like neon colors. If being buried alive is your worst fear, don't watch The Descent. Yeah, I think I watched that when I was younger, and I remember it scared me. So I've been hesitant to rewatch it. Yeah, I got some classic game consoles. I'm so happy that I never got rid of them. I also have my old Game Boys. I have Game Boy Color, Game Boy SP, I think it was called. I got the DS still. I have all my old Game Boys and all of the games. Yeah, classic games are the best. I got like an old Mario Kart, Super Mario Brothers. I have Crazy Taxi for PS2. Have any of you guys ever played Crazy Taxi? One of my favorites. I also have Simpsons Hit and Run. That was one of my favorites growing up. I actually played it the other day. So much fun. Let's see. Flaminator says, I have to admit, in the limited time we have with Kate in Screen 4, I got the impression she was an utter Karen. For example, in a scene, she admits to Jill that she drinks. There's no father figure. Plus, when Sydney goes to check on Jill in her room, you can see Jill's room is really rather basic and bland compared to the rest of the house, hinting she may have been neglected. Interesting. That is a good point that there's no father figure. It actually never really crossed my mind to like wonder where her dad is. It's a good point. Have you seen Wait Until Dark, starring Audrey Hepburn and Alan Arkin? This would be a good movie to host a watch party for. I have not seen it, but let me write it down. Thank you for the suggestion. Have you seen Tarot? I have not. I feel like there's so much I haven't seen. Every movie that you guys like drop in the chat, I'm like, I've never seen it. Yeah, I can get real claustrophobic sometimes. It's not a good feeling. I need to see Ghostface Santa. I am with you. What's your opinion on the Saw franchise? It's probably my favorite franchise besides Scream. I think it's a great franchise. I'm currently rewatching it. I just watched the third one the other night. I think they're great movies. I've seen most of them, but it's been so long since I've seen them. And then I have not seen Saw X yet, so that's why I'm doing a rewatch, especially since it's been years since I've seen all of them. The first one's great. The second one was great too. The third one, I don't know. I felt like at first it was kind of a little slow and kind of all over the place, but then the way that they tie it all up at the end was pretty good. So yeah, I've not been disappointed yet. And I tweeted something about this the other day, that it's crazy how the Saw franchise put out a new movie every single year from 2004 to 2010, I think. They released a new movie every year, which is insane, especially considering they're all pretty good from what I recall. Like, to pump out a new movie every year and have it be a good movie is insane. We have another super chat from Zork. Thank you. I still really feel that Jill was inspired a lot by her familial connection to Roman. Probably, yeah. She definitely was inspired by him, I'm sure. It's a shame that there's really no mention of him in 4. Like, I know there's supposedly a deleted scene. I'm not sure if it's a scene where they actually filmed it or it was like in the script and never got filmed, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, where she mentions Roman. It's a shame that they did not keep that in, because it is crazy to think like that they're cousins. Like, I always forget Jill and Roman are literally cousins. And what are the chances that Sydney has 2 family members that become ghost faces? It's insane. But yeah, I would agree with you that she definitely was inspired by him. Thank you so much for your super chat, Zor. Thanks for hanging out with us and for moderating. I appreciate you. Climator says, I have Crazy Taxi and Simpsons Hit and Run. Do you have the Spider-Man movie games on PS2? I don't, but I played it as a kid. I used to rent it from Blockbuster. Oh my god, like, do you remember renting games from Blockbuster? That was so exciting. Going to Blockbuster on a Friday night, you know, getting a movie and a video game and trying to beat the video game in the weekend before you had to return it. That's honestly such a genius concept, like renting video games. But yeah, I remember playing it as a kid and I loved it because the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies are some of my favorite movies ever. I love them. I rewatch them like once a year. Tobey Maguire will always be my favorite Spider-Man. I'm gonna have to get that game for PS2. The GameStop that I went to today had a lot of old school games, so I'm gonna have to go back and get that one. Nice. A lot of fans of Crazy Taxi and Simpsons. Have you seen Get Out? I have. Great movie. Love that one. I also liked Us. Both great movies. Um, I didn't really care for Nope. It was okay, but it didn't really blow me away. Just trying to catch up in the chat. Wrestling God says, do you think that was Stu who was shooting all the other people in the bodega? He had the shotgun. It could not be Ethan, Quinn, or Bailey because Bailey's specialty is always killing someone with a handgun. So I don't really think it was Stu. It's possible. I mean, out of the 3 ghost faces that we got, I think it's most likely to be Bailey. But I don't know. I do actually have a theory on the channel that there could have been a 4th ghost face because there's kind of some plot holes. Like Ethan and Quinn, it couldn't have been them because they were back at the apartment right before, you know, Ethan and Quinn were at Sam and Tara's apartment where Quinn also lives with them. So they were there. Sam and Tara left. There's no way Ethan and Quinn could have left and got to the bodega without Sam and Tara seeing them. So that leaves Bailey. But with Bailey, there's a little issue with the time because we see that Bailey called Sam at 9:57 and he was at Jason's apartment. And then later on we see that the bodega attack happened at 10:03. So that doesn't leave Bailey much time at all to get off the phone with Sam, leave his colleagues at the crime scene, run to the bodega, get into costume, hide in the place where he popped out, and then attack them. I don't know. Like,
unless Jason's apartment is super close to the bodega, but it still is not that much time for him to like get into costume and everything. So it's definitely most likely Bailey over Ethan and Quinn, but maybe it is Stu because, like I said, I have this theory that there was a secret fourth ghost phase, and it could have. I've said that it could possibly be Danny Brackett, but maybe it was Stu because you guys know I am a Stu believer, so. Ray loved Saw X. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it. I heard nothing but great things about it. Breaking one of Randy's rules right now, but I will be right back. Okay, I made it back alive. Let's see. Ray says, Wait Until Dark is good. It's a thriller where she plays a blind woman. All right, I'll have to check it out and maybe do a watch party with you guys. Climinator met Shawnee Smith, Amanda from Saw. Nice. In 2011, wow. Texting Master says, do you recommend Saw because I never saw it? Definitely, yeah. It's full of a lot of plot twists. You know, as long as you don't mind really gory stuff, because it does get very gory, it's still a good story. Like, there's actually a good story and plot and characters. Sydney from Scream 3 versus Human Jason? Probably Sydney. Yeah, the Spider-Man games were so much fun. That comment about Jill and Roman, I believe, wasn't filmed, and I believe it's never been fully concluded about whether it's part of an official draft or fan script. Interesting. Rent on a Saturday and don't have to take them back till Monday. Tyler says, Toby is my favorite Spider-Man too. Please tell me you played Spyro the Dragon. where he searches for the eggs. I don't think so. I don't think I did. But I know what you're talking about. I saw the original Spider-Man film recently at my local multiplex. My third time seeing it on the big screen. My friends and I enjoyed it much more than Madame Web, which was a waste of Madame time. Ghostface had a time turner like Hermione. Yeah, probably. That's the only way. It's the only way he could get there. Do you think the Baileys were inspired by Nancy Loomis to avenge Richie's death? Probably a little bit. I started watching a video regarding Scream 7 news the other day. Had to turn it off immediately as it started to talk about an apparently rumored returning character from 5 and 6. Like I said, rumor. Interesting. I don't know which character you're talking about. But yeah, I haven't put out any Scream 7 updates or anything because it's all just rumors right now, which I'm so sick of, honestly. Every time I go on Twitter, it's just nothing but rumors, and sometimes people run with it and then it catches like wildfire and people start to believe it's true, but it's like nothing's set in stone. We don't know anything about anything. So I've just been holding off on reporting on anything for Scream 7 because I don't want to waste my time and your time. I only occasionally report on rumors if I find it very interesting or think it could come true, but lately it's just been so many rumors and some crazy ones at that. So hopefully we get some kind of news soon. I mean, they're going to start filming in December. I don't know. We better hear something soon. Fear the Phantom says, Blockbuster was my first love. It broke my heart when she left, and I'm still not over it. Yeah, I agree. I'm still not over it. It hurts to see stores now that I know used to be a Blockbuster. It pisses me off. Texting Master says, I heard Scream 7 is simple, but it's crazy how it's just rumors. Yeah, like I said, nothing but rumors, and it's starting to really, really annoy me. So I do think I'm going to end the stream now. We've been going for over an hour, which is amazing. Yeah, I gotta get more. I gotta get some VHSs. Yeah, I heard this rumor too. Hopefully it's true. You know, we haven't really had a scary ghost face in a long time, so. But yeah, like I said earlier, I will be most likely live streaming every day this week. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So hopefully you guys can join. Turn on all notifications so that you don't miss it. But thanks for hanging out with me today. I had a great time. Thank you for all of your comments and your questions and all of your super chats. I definitely appreciate those. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.